Okay, so last night was a complete, utter, freaking nightmare pre-ordering this thing. I mean, I saw this article this morning. Bloomberg predicts that 6 to 8 million Switch 2s will be sold at launch, making it the best-selling console launch of all time. Listen, despite the drop the price spamming and all the Nintendo Treehouse presentations, the Mario Kart Direct, whatever you want to call it, all, people spamming drop the price in every single X post that Nintendo made. This thing still sold like hotcakes for the pre orders. They were gone, sold out. Lots of people could not get one. I somehow have never pre ordered anything in my life ever. I've never pre-ordered a new console or even a single video game. I've never pre-ordered anything. Actually, I lie. I've pre-ordered maybe like 2 games in my entire life, but I've actually never pre-ordered a console. I've either waited to the launch day or I wait well after the launch day. This was actually one of the things that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to see if I can somehow pre-order a Switch 2, and if I fail, then then I'll just wait till the launch day. Luckily, I live in a very very rural area, small town, so I don't think it would be as difficult to get one in store. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to take my chances. I want to see if I can secure a pre-order. Not only did I secure one, but 2 consoles. I don't know how I got that lucky. Now, before you come at me and you're like, you took somebody else's Switch and you're going to scalp it. No, I'm not scalping it. I'm making zero profit off that other Switch. I actually had a buddy of mine who was also trying to pre order a Switch 2. And once I secured my first one off Target, which, by the way, I'll get into how I secured mine later on. But once I secured my first one, I told my buddy, I was like, hey, I'll wait in line on the Walmart queue because I was in the Walmart queue for a while. I said, hey, I'll wait. If I get lucky, I'll go ahead and I'll pre-order that other console, and you could just give me your money. And that was an easy deal. We just had a little deal. So I pre-ordered the console for him, and he just gave me his money for it because he wasn't so lucky. The website was not working for him. But yeah, if you thought that this console was not going to sell, I mean, you're delusional. I mean, this is the Switch is the one of the best selling consoles of all time. It's one to me, in my eyes, it's the greatest console of all time. Call me Nintendo Glazer, whatever you want. I mean, I am a big Nintendo person. Like that's what I grew up on as a kid. Like PlayStation and Nintendo. Probably a lot more Nintendo, honestly. Growing up, that was Mario. That was it for me as a kid. So I always kind of had the special connection towards Nintendo products just for me being a child. But with how much more power the system is packed in, I thought 450, 499 for the bundle is actually a fair price in my honest opinion. The games. It's still yet to be seen how that's going to play out in the long run, to be honest with you. But regardless, it was an absolute bloodbath getting this console, and I actually wanted to watch a little bit of this video real quick of one of my actually favorite Nintendo YouTubers, RGT. If he ever sees this, he is one of the greatest Nintendo YouTubers that there is. No pun intended. But he did not secure his pre-order, which he's a content creator. So obviously, if you're a content creator and you solely rely on making Switch content, not securing your pre-order sucks because then you don't have it on launch day. You miss out on making content. So let's hear about his experience because a lot of people had the same experience in trying to pre-order the Switch too.
It's funny. Initially, I filmed this video and it was going to be like a two-parter. I was going to have kind of explaining where I planned on pre-ordering the Switch 2 from, my hierarchy of websites, because I felt kind of confident about this. You heard so much from
I felt incredibly like not confident. I was like, if I get this, I'm lucky, very lucky because like I said, I've never pre-ordered anything in my life.
Nintendo about,
No console ever.
oh, we're going to have so much stock, this, that, and the other. And so I felt pretty confident about this. My hierarchy was Walmart, then Best Buy, then Target. And I want to tell you guys my story, my nightmare story. about trying to get this Nintendo Switch 2. Emphasis on the trying part, because spoiler
A
alert,
lot of people
I
tried and
failed.
failed.
Like
Yep.
many people have failed. I
Mm-hmm.
failed at getting the Nintendo Switch 2 during this pre-order barrage. So, I was sitting there counting down the clock, waiting for midnight. I'm like, great, I'm gonna get this system. I'm not worried about the games. I can pick up the games later. And so I'm logged into Walmart. I have all my information ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. Everything is in. Everything is done how it needs to be. And then I midnight comes, click the pre-order button. They put me in a line, and I'm like, okay. So I'm in a line for this. They must be coming up on me at some point in time. Let me try to go to Target's website. I go over to Target's website. Target's website lets me put one into my cart, and then I'm going through the checkout process. Once again, much like Walmart, I have everything loaded into Target's website, so I'm ready to go, and I get through the checkout process, and then it stops. And it's like there's an error, and I'm like, there's not an error. What the fuck are you talking? There's no error here. Okay,
That happened to me for at least 30 minutes on Target. Just spamming place order, place order, place order, place order, place order over and over and over and over again. And finally, after like 25 minutes, actually 26 minutes, because my order went through on Target at 10:26 p.m. Finally, it let me through and I was able to get my order confirmed. And then I was actually watching this guy. This guy's the sole reason why I was able to secure a Switch 2. Jake Randall. I'll just play a little bit of the stream.
Now use different devices with different accounts. People are saying using the app works really well.
So he's a pre-order guy. He helps people secure the pre-orders. He's giving people updates like, hey, this site's working better. Hey, try this site. Try the app for this for the store. Yada yada yada. So Target was crashing left and right. Like Target was an absolute nightmare. And then after, even before I was able to secure my order, he was already talking about people's pre-orders being canceled. So I was starting to lose hope. I was like, man, I'm probably not gonna get one. And then whenever I was let through, I was like, well, I got let through. I'm probably not gonna get my confirmation email. I'm probably gonna get an email that it got canceled. And then after 20 minutes of me finally placing that order, after the order going through, I get a confirmation email 20 minutes after the fact. So it kind of made me feel a little more confident. And then I was like, well, you know what? Well, I just have to keep a lookout and make sure that my order did not get canceled. So far, at the time of recording this video, excuse me, my pre-order has not been canceled, so I think I'm in the clear. But anyways, that was an absolute nightmare. And then the one that I got from Walmart, this one was just dumb. This was absolutely dumb on how easy it was to get. And this is like whenever you're pre-ordering something, persistence is key. A lot of people will give up after a little bit. I think RGT probably gave up a little too early. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know how much he tried, but literally, so there was a point in this Jake Randall stream where he said that you no longer had to wait in line for Walmart. I guess the website messed up because whenever you would be on the Walmart one, let me see if I can go back a little bit and show you what it looks like whenever you're in line at Walmart. Right here. Take a look at this right here. I'll full screen this. Look at the Walmart website. The deal is almost gone. Okay, you hold my spot. Keep shopping. So you're right here. You're in line. You are in line to purchase a system. Well, after like 45 minutes of me waiting on the screen on Walmart.com, Jake Randall says, "Hey, I'm hearing that you no longer have to wait in line. You just have to reload Walmart and go to the item page and pre-order it." And I was like, "No way." So I went ahead, opened up Safari because I was using Chrome. For some reason, Chrome kept putting me in line. So I was like, I'll just try a different browser and see what happens. I logged in to my Walmart account. Literally, the only thing I had to do was I had to like hold the button to show that I'm not a robot or whatever, you know. As soon as I did that, I went straight to the Switch 2 item page, the Mario Kart World bundle as well. Hit pre-order. all my payment information was already on there, address and everything's already set. And as soon as I hit pre-order, it was like, done. I was like, what? I was like, no way it was that easy. And I know when people hear this is going to piss a lot of people off, like how easy it was for me. But it was literally, I was shocked at how easy it had been. I was like, what? I was like, I wish it would have been that easy for me buying the first console I did, because the other one that I bought was for that buddy of mine that was also trying to secure a Switch too. So luckily I was able to secure it for him, because he was not having any luck on the Walmart website whatsoever. So I think a lot of people unfortunately missed out on getting a Switch 2 through Walmart simply because the website glitched out, and this page right here, the hold my spot, you're in queue. A lot of people didn't have to be in queue anymore, and I think those people that didn't know that just waited forever and never got their opportunity, and it sold out. And then whenever people found out that you didn't have to wait in line, well, they're able to go ahead and get the Switch, and those people got lucky. But man, these websites need to do something, man. They need to do something. Seriously need to do something about pre-ordering consoles, because it's always a bloodbath, and it's gotten worse, especially since COVID with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S. Um, if you go back and watch an early video on my channel, it was like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. I did a video about Trump combating scalpers when it comes to selling concert tickets. And I even mentioned in that video, I said, can Trump do something about scalping like with everything else? Like Pokemon cards, I've talked about, that's been a big thing. Pokemon cards lately, video game consoles, can we do something about that? Because, bro, I mean, it is. If you look, let's look right now. Let's look right now. Let's go to eBay right now. Let's see. Let's see where the Switch 2 is at in terms of being scalped right now. Bam, look at this. Already above MSRP, $650. Some of these are fake. They're to combat bots and scalpers. It's to trick bots, I guess, to screw them over. Where's the description at for this product? Image shown. Will ship with great highly quality packaging. I don't know if this is a scalp or wait. Image on printed paper. Shipped as soon as possible. This might be a thing to combat bots and scalpers, and might not be a real listing. Yeah, this is not real. And people are falling for this, unfortunately. People are falling for this. But, oh, it's actually below. Oh, boy. I mean, it's obvious. But it's sad when you have like a grandma or grandpa or mom or dad that are not really on the internet, and they want to pre-order a Switch for their kid, and they end up getting scammed, and then there's no refunds, and then they put the money down, and unfortunately then they're out of hundreds of dollars because they're got scammed. This one right here, look at this. I'm pretty sure. Yep, this one's for sure a scalper. $675. Not as high as I anticipated, but it could get higher. We could see it go into the 800s. I've seen some 800 ones on eBay. I honestly think this is going to be, especially with this Bloomberg article that came out with how anticipated this Switch launch is going to be, the Switch 2 launch, 6 to 8 million units. That's actually double the amount of PS4 and PS5. I think PS4 and PS5 was like 4.5. So literally almost double that amount. If that's anywhere close, I think we're expecting to see another PS5 type launch, Xbox Series X, where you're not going to see them in store. They're not going to find them absolutely anywhere. And it's going to be like seeing unicorns again. Like like whenever the PS5 first dropped, you'd say like, oh, that guy's got a PS5. Did you have to pay above MSRP? What store did you find it at? What website did you buy? Like people are like asking all these questions. So look, all these being scalped. I honestly think that this is going to be another PS5 situation. It might even be worse. I'm just being honest with you. I got lucky. I got lucky with the Walmart order. I did, because if you guys next time, if there's a restock, you guys need to watch Jake Randall. Seriously, this is the sole reason why I was able to get not one console but two. It was because being on the stream, I just had it in the background while I was trying to pre-order, And I said I got lucky, but yeah, look at this, man. It's already happening. It is already happening. So even though people complain about the price, it's still selling like hotcakes. So we shall see how the launch goes.